I'd like to welcome everybody today to this grand reopening of Rocky Point Golf Course. What a wonderful day for weather here in Tampa Bay, huh? To get us started today, I'd like to introduce Ray Durant. We'd like to do the Pledge of Allegiance for this meeting.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd also like to recognize the Tampa Sports Authority board members who are here. If you'll please stand. Well, they're standing, but they're out here for all their work that they've done through this process. Additionally, I'd also like to thank the TSA golf staff. Many of our golf staff members are here today, part-time and full-time, and without their help, this wouldn't happen. Additionally, the last part is I'd like to thank our Golf Advisory Committee. The TSA has a Citizens Advisory Committee that advises us on a regular basis related to how we run our courses, and they do such a great job of helping us interface with the community to make them much better assets for the city. So at this time, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. This individual who actually was partially responsible for helping me get hired. He was a TSA board member. He's had a big commitment to public golf here in Tampa and has really helped us over the last few years really make these courses wonderful. This time I'd like to introduce our mayor, Mayor Bob Buckhorn.
What the heck is this?
You can slide it. I'm short.
Yeah. The job hadn't beat me down that bad. I don't need a stool. Yeah, that was the highlight of my career when I was on the Sports Authority. It's been all downhill since then. You know, this is an exciting day. These golf courses that the city owns and that the Sports Authority manages for us really are sort of the hidden gems in Tampa, whether it's Rocky Point or Babe or Rogers Park. It really gives our citizens the opportunity to play golf at a reasonable rate on a nice course in a nice environment, staffed by professionals like Kenny, in a well-run Sports Authority. And this has been a long time coming. It's been long overdue. We got it accomplished. You will have an amazing course to play on now. Don't go easy on it. Don't wear it out. We can't afford too many of these rebuilds. But we're excited to be able to present this course and reopen it. This is one of our more profitable courses. And I am thankful for the stewardship of the Sports Authority. You're going to hear from Bishop Scott shortly, and obviously John Jabe is here as well, another one of the Sports Authority members, and we are thankful for their work keeping these courses in great shape and keeping our city active and vibrant. And I know I'm standing between some of you and a round of golf, and so I will just shut up and sit down and let's get this thing going so y'all can play. I don't get to play much anymore. My boat and my golf clubs sit in the same place, but I figured 4 years from now I may have a day off.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, public golf for us here is very important here for the Sports Authority and the city, so we thank you for your support. At this time, I'd like to introduce another member of the TSA board he oversees the golf committee for the TSA board. He was also instrumental in me being hired here at the Tampa Sports Authority. At this time, I'd like to introduce Reverend Thomas Scott.
Thanks, Eric, and this is a great day. It's a great day for the city of Tampa. We have a great mayor, have a great board with the Tampa Sports Authority, great staff, and Eric, and also Kenny Sims, who has done a great job in working with the community and working with all the public golf courses. Rocky Point was opened in 1910, and the TSA took over operation in 1978. The city of Tampa has been extremely supportive with the renovation of all three of our public golf courses. This current renovation on Rocky Point will allow us to be attractive to golfers of all skill set. And the golf courses like Rocky Point are prime examples of facilities that make Tampa a great place, a great city, a great place to come and play golf. So this is a beautiful day with a great team to put forth this effort. And so we want to encourage those who are coming in to play to enjoy it, Mayor, and have fun. And I do play sometimes, and so I'll try not to dig up all the greens. Thank you.
Are you sure it's playing time that we call that? So, the next individual we'd like to introduce is with our First Tee program, and we really want to thank the YMCA along with First Tee for all that they've done for our courses over the last year. Mr. Ian Baxter, he's new with or he's not new with the First Tee. He's been with the First Tee for a few years, but he has done such a wonderful job. And their core values of honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, respect, confidence, responsibility, perseverance, courtesy, and judgment really set the tone for the youth of Tampa. So at this time, I'd like to have Ian come up and talk a little bit more about the programs.
Thanks, Eric. For those who don't know, the First Tee, as Eric mentioned, it's about teaching core values and life skills through the game of golf. So yes, we do teach them the game, but it's kind of a hook to get them to also teach those skills that they can use later in life. Things like how to meet and greet somebody for the first time, how to set goals, how to control your emotion on the course, and then bring that back to school or home or things like that. And so, yes, we teach them the game, but it's also about much more than that. We have programs all throughout the Tampa area, but 3 of our core program sites are the TSA courses, Rocky Point, Rogers, and Babes at Harriers. And here specifically, we're super excited about all the changes and renovations because we have extensive programs here at Rocky Point. If you come any Saturday morning from 9 to 12, you're going to see our kids out on the driving range, on the putting green, in our group lessons classes. And if you come on Saturday afternoon, you're going to see our kids on the course in our teams program. And if you come during the summer, every week, we're going to have 20 to 25 kids out here in all-day summer camps. So these are important programs that when the renovations at these courses, now that they're complete, it's just really going to magnify all the programs that we do. Eric mentioned we have 2 really main partners. One is the Tampa YMCA. We have a unique relationship, one of only 6 in the country, with the First Tee tied in with the local YMCA, and it really gives us the strength of 2 of the major youth development organizations in the country. And the second, of course, is with the Tampa Sports Authority. I can't say enough about the support that the TSA gives us. Hard dollars, soft dollars, but also just support behind the scenes to make sure our programs run as smoothly as possible. So I'd like to thank all the people here, our Reverend Scott with the board, Eric, Kenny, TJ, all the staff at Rogers Park where we are, and certainly Mayor Buckhorn, who's a huge supporter of the Tampa YMCA and the First Tee as well. Lastly, if you've got a child who might be interested in learning more about the First Tee, simply reach out to us, give us a phone call, Google us at the First Tee Tampa Bay. We have kids of all ages, starting as young as 5, goes up all the way through high school till they graduate. Got kids from all kind of different backgrounds and locations. So if you've got a child who's interested in the game, we hope you bring them our way. And once again, on behalf of the First Tee, I'd just like to say congratulations to the TSA for all the great renovations here at Rocky Point. We're really looking forward to using it this year. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, there are 2 groups that we'd like to give a special recognition to as we want to thank them for everything we've done here. I'd like to bring up Kenny Sims first. Kenny? Kenny is our director of golf, or vice president of golf here at TSA, and Kenny was the mastermind behind a lot of this renovation. So hats go off to him, and I think there's some people he'd really like to thank for everything that's gone on here. So, Kenny?
First off, I'd like to thank the mayor for all of his support, not only to Rocky Point, but the game of golf in the city of Tampa. And this is a very pivotal time for the game of golf, and Rocky Point is leading the charge. I'd also like to recognize a few people who helped get this project completed. Number one, my good friend, Mr. Jeff Hollis, who's the director of golf for the city of St. Petersburg. We had some former employees that are in the crowd today. Bob Arnott, who is the head golf professional here at Rocky Point for over 40 years. Bob, raise your hand. Glad to have you here. We also have Dr. Mike Cooper and Harry Morrow, who are both former head golf professionals at Rogers Park Golf Course. Guys, raise your hand. Thank you so much for being a mentor to me, all of you guys. And now I'd like to recognize the ABM Golf Services, which has been our contractor here at all three of the three city golf courses, who have helped us tremendously improve course conditions and improve our profitability. Starting with Dale Elkins, who is the regional president for ABM Landscape and Turf Services. Matt Hill, who's the branch manager for ABM Golf Services. And all of his staff that did a tirelessly difficult job this summer. I mean, these guys work 7 days a week for 7 months straight, and they're still working today. So I thank all of you guys for everything that you did to make Rocky Point a better place. I'd also like to thank the staff here at Rocky Point, Jim Garrison and Jim Hanks, who've been doing a terrific job in transforming the place into what it is today. And last but not least, I'd like to thank a really special person and someone who I've really connected with really, really well over the past few months, and that's Steve Hunter, who's our superintendent here, who is responsible for all of the construction during the time. Steve, personally, I'd like to thank you for everything that you've done, and you did a phenomenal job, and the man was here every day for 7 months straight, and I just wanted to thank him for all of that. And for all of you that are here that play golf at Rocky Point or any one of the three golf courses, I thank you very much for all of your support.
Okay, so we'd like to do the ceremonial first drive. So, Mr. Mayor, we would ask you, along with, I'd like to have Afton Couric come up, along with Evan Jenkins.
Okay, on the count of three.